By the time Oba turned 30, Ade had already found love. On Oba's milestone birthday, Ade introduced his fiancée, Princess Tenny, to the family. The king and queen were overjoyed, and the royal family wasted no time in approving the union. The marriage ceremony was grand, and within a year, Ade and Tenny welcomed their first child, a son named Dara. This marked a turning point. Ade now had a legitimate claim to the throne, but Oba remained unbordered, or so it seemed. 2 years later, King Afolabi fell gravely ill. Summoning the kinsmen and his sons, he declared Ade the king. Ade has fulfilled the royal decree, the king announced. He has a son to secure the throne. It is my wish that he succeeds me. In a vibrant Nigerian Yoruba palace lived two brothers, Oba and Ade. They were born into the royal family of the prosperous kingdom of Olurinde, sons of King Afolabi and Queen Morayo. They were bound by the royal laws. The throne belongs to the son who bears a male heir first. Their law meant to secure a direct line of succession without ultimately becoming the root of jealousy and betrayal. Oba, the elder brother, grew up basking in his status as the firstborn, but his carefree nature betrayed his potential, while Ade, 4 years younger, embraced discipline and duty. Oba squandered his youth on frivolities. On Oba's 25th birthday, King Afolabi summoned him for a serious conversation. Oba, you're 25 and still without a wife. The throne isn't guaranteed to you unless you produce an heir. When will you take responsibility? Father, when I'm ready, Oba replied lazily, dismissing the gravity of his father's words. Their mother, Queen Morayo, tried to intervene. She introduced Oba to princesses from other clans, but he refused to take any relationship seriously. Ade, however, watched quietly, observing his brother's indifference. By the time Oba turned 30, Ade had already found love. On Oba's milestone birthday, Ade introduced his fiancée, Princess Tenny, to the family. The king and queen were overjoyed, and the royal family wasted no time in approving the union. The marriage ceremony was grand, and within a year, Ade and Tenny welcomed their first child, a son named Dara. This marked a turning point. Ade, you had a legitimate claim to the throne, but Oba remained unbothered, or so it seemed. What do you think about Oba? Who is so frivolous about his position as a prince and the very first son in the kingdom. Let's see what happened to Oba and who became the king. Years later, King Afolabi fell gravely ill. Summoning the king's men and his sons, he declared Ade the next king. Ade has fulfilled the royal decree, and the king announced he has a son to secure the throne. It is my wish that he succeeds me. Again, I ask, was it wise for the king to have announced Ade the younger one being his successor? Let's see how it all played out in the palace. A few days later, the king passed away. The kingdom mourned, and Ade was crowned king. Oba congratulated his younger brother publicly, but harbored resentment privately. Ade proved to be a wise and fair ruler, strengthening the kingdom's defenses and fostering unity among clans. However, Oba's bitterness grew. One day, he confronted Ade. "You know the throne is mine," Oba said angrily. "You only got ahead of me because of your son. If not for that, I'll be king." "Brother," Ade replied calmly, "it's not my doing, it's the law. The throne is for the one who has an heir. Even now, you have no wife, no child. Prince Dara is next in line after me." Oba's fury boiled over. "Your son? You expect me to sit here while a child takes what's rightfully mine? Never!" Consumed by envy, Oba hatched a sinister plan. He bribed palace guards and Prince Dara's driver, instructing them to stage an accident, which he will tell them when to strike. One day, Oba came home with a pregnant lady. "Ade, I hope you have seen that you are not the only one who can become a father. Meet my fiancée, Shayo. She's pregnant with a male child. By the time she delivers my son, I will take back what is rightfully mine, the throne." Ade smiled. Months later, Oba's fiancée, Shayo, put to bed, and it was a baby girl. Totally different from what Oba was told at the scan center. By the time Shayo and her baby were discharged from the hospital, Oba refused to take them to the palace. He drove them to Shayo's parents. "I will take care of her and the baby girl, but they can't come into the palace with me. I don't need a daughter," he said. and left for the palace. When Ade asked after his fiancée Shayo and the baby, he snubbed him and went straight to his quarters, leaving Ade the king standing. 3 months later, he brought another pregnant lady, Temidun, with him and introduced her to Ade. This time, I'm going to have 2 sons together, and as such, I will take back what is rightfully mine, the throne. Ade smiled again. Night, Temidun fell into labor, and Oba was not home. Ade was called upon. He ordered that Temidun should be taken to the hospital. On arrival at the hospital, Oba was informed that his fiancée, Temidun, was in labor and already had been taken to the hospital. He hurriedly showed up at the hospital. After few minutes, Temidun delivered a set of twins, and the doctor congratulated Oba. Congratulations, sir. Your wife had just delivered a set of twin beautiful baby girls. His countenance changed and he turned his back on the doctor. He went straight into the ward where Temidun and the babies were. Congratulations to you, just like the doctor said to me. When you are discharged, let me know so that I can come pick you up. 4 days after the delivery, the babies and their mother Temidun were discharged. Oba was in the hospital to pick them up. In the car, he told Temidun, I am not taking you to the palace. I'm taking you to your parents. Let your mother take care of you right there under a roof. I will take care of you and the babies. I'll give every necessary thing that you need. But you know what? I don't need girls. I need a son. Just a son. And here, he got to the lady's family house. And with joy, they welcomed them. He told the parents, please take care of them for me here. I'll be coming to check on them. Thank you. This time, Ade arrived the palace, waiting to see Oba rejoicing. But Oba came and was very sad. Brother, congratulations. I heard your wife had a set of twins. Please keep that to yourself. I don't need girls. I need and hair. One fateful morning, as the 7-year-old prince was leaving for school, the car he was in mysteriously caught fire. The driver and guards, following Oba's orders, fled instead of rescuing the boy. Oba to Ade, feigning alarm. "The prince, the car is on fire," he shouted. Ade sprinted outside and, seeing the flames, ran into the inferno to save his son. He pulled Dara out, but his rope caught fire in the process. Severely burned, Ade collapsed, calling for help. "Brother, help me," Ade pleaded. Oba stood over him with cruel smile. "Long live the king," he sneered. Ade succumbed to his injuries, and the kingdom mourned once more. The heart of man is truly desperately wicked. A brother planning evil for his very own brother. Why? Because of the throne. Let's see how Ade's demise affected the kingdom. The kinsmen, sensing danger, smuggled Prince Dara and Queen out of the kingdom, sent them abroad for safety. They spread the news, a rumor that the prince had died, leaving Oba to believe he was unchallenged. Oba seized the throne, but his rule brought ruin. He allied with the kingdom's enemies, opening their gates and allowing their influence to spread. He ruled with cruelty, imposing harsh taxes and neglecting the people's needs. 20 years later, a mysterious young man arrived in Olurinde Palace. It was Prince Dara, now a strong and wise leader. Alongside his mother Queen returned to claim the throne. The kinsmen, who had waited patiently for this moment, revealed the truth about Ade's death. Former guards confessed their involvement, exposing Oba's evil plans. With the people's support, Prince Dara marched into the palace. Oba, now a shadow of his former self, was arrested alongside his allies. Let's see what exactly happened in the kingdom after the arrival of Prince Dara and his mother. As the rightful king, Dara was crowned amidst cheers of joy. He vowed to restore honor to the kingdom, ruling with wisdom and fairness like his late father King Ade. May his soul rest in peace. Under his reign, Olurinde Kingdom thrived, proving that justice and integrity would always prevail. One day, Shayo showed up in the palace to introduce herself and her daughter to the royal family. I have been alone with my daughter. She is a princess. Her father, Oba, had abandoned us, claiming that he needed a son. Dara the king apologized on behalf of Oba, his brother. He said, "We don't allow our children to sleep outside because they carry the royal blood." Now, Oba is not around. But all the same, we will need a paternity proof to show to our kinsmen that she is carrying the royal blood. The next day, the girl and her mother were taken to the hospital for a paternity test. The result came out positive, and that was how Shayo's daughter was taken in to the palace as a royal blood. But her mother, Shayo, was not welcomed to stay in the palace as she was never married to the Prince Oba. A week later, Temidun and her twin girls showed up in the palace with her mother. Long live the king. We are here to bring these girls back to where they belong. They carry the royal blood. Their father had abandoned them, claiming he needed a male child and heir. But these very ones belong to the royal family. We are here because we have a new king on seat. Please, my king, look into this matter. These girls are royal bloods. They have been without their father for years. Please intervene in this matter. King Dara responded, "There is no problem. I met Temido. I heard when she put to bed, just that I didn't get to see her and the children. No problem. Tomorrow, we'll need to take them for a paternity proof, so as to have a proof to show to the kinsmen that they truly carry the royal blood." The next day, the two girls were taken for the paternity tests, and the result was positive. Prince Oba was away, nowhere to be found. King Dara took the girls in and took good care of them as his own. A year later, King Dara got married and in 9 months, the marriage was blessed with a son and heir to the throne. Oba spent the rest of his days in exile, consumed by regrets for the choices that had led him to where he found himself. Morals. Ambition without integrity leads to destruction. Oba's hunger for power drove him to betray his family and ultimately led to his downfall. Jealousy blinds judgment. Oba's envy of Ade caused him to make a decision that harmed both himself and the kingdom. Family unity is a kingdom's strength. Queen Morayo's dying wish for her sons to remain united was a vital lesson ignored by Oba, resulting in chaos. True leadership requires responsibility. Ade earned his place as king by fulfilling his duty, while Oba's irresponsibility cost his everything. Justice prevailed despite Oba's evil plans. The truth was revealed and Prince Dara restored balance to the kingdom. Thank you for watching my story. This is African Tales by Ewa. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Subscribe, like, comment, and remember to share this story with your loved ones. I appreciate your time spent on my channel. I do not take any of your support for granted. Until I come your way again with another interesting and educating story. Bye for now.